EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Today, we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Here's the fourth-year man, J.K. Dobbins. And some room to work. And he'll be brought down right at the 35-yard line. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down.
Dobbins with a typical strong run, and 3 years in, you still feel like you haven't seen all he can be as a pro. Injuries wiped out 2021 and part of 2022. But when he's out there and healthy, he can be electric.
Right back to Dobbins on first. There he goes, left side. Still going inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. 76 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. So down inside the 5-yard line. I have to say, really just a poor job defensively there.
You're exactly right. As a former defensive back, that was not played well at all. But give credit to the offense and give credit to the guy running the football. He gets it down all the way inside the 5.
Touchdown! J.K. Dobbins, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead.
The losing streak had taken on a life of its own, and I think it infiltrates a team when you're on that much of a slide. But this group has managed to focus, come out early, and put a touchdown on the board. They look like they mean business in this one.
They do. Now the key, holding on to that attitude, because, man, that streak has been a struggle for them. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. They'll go with a rookie from Alabama. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. Look at this Baltimore defense. They're a tough unit to throw against. Currently 4th toughest in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now the former Bear, this is David Montgomery. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Gibbs will try and pick it up. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
And that's why you spend a first-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. His throw incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Off the option, here's Gibbs. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 11 yards there and a Lion first down. And if his coaches are correct, we're going to see a lot more runs like that from this young rookie going forward.
And you know, slapping each other on the back up in the boots right now? The scouting department, because they really recommended this guy highly, and he's justifying their faith in him.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Operating from the gun. Hooker under pressure, and they got to him again. Tyus Bowser. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Operating from the gun. Hooker. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Watkinson. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. CD, what a sensational start for this defense. Instead of just forcing the 3 and out, which they were about to do, they pick it off and take it in for the score.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't just settle for the standard good way to start a game. They started in dramatic fashion. Take it away, score points, and guess what? They'll be flying to go back out there on defense again after that play.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. The Georgia man, Roquan Smith, came in and got him.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuck that one behind the line of scrimmage.
3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. So you look at this defense. They're a unit that enters play way down, number 28 in the NFL right now against the run.
One thing you do know, they'll be fired up because they're facing a top 5 rushing attack. And even if they have early success against them, they got to remember they got to sustain it because teams that are top 5, they don't stop running the ball if they don't get things done early. Now
on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to fourth down.
And partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's third down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the 27. 6-yard return after a punt of 48. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 83 yards on the ground for him so far. Now, this defense for the Lions, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw pulled in by Aguilar. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed, his elusiveness, and the ability to get him on the ground and how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
Now Lamar changing the play. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He finds the rookie, Zay Flowers. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. In motion comes the tight end left. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Boye Mafe able to record his 5th sack of the season. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
And in for the Ravens touchdown. Odell Beckham. His first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens take a 3-touchdown lead. Well, I don't think that we're ready yet to say the route is on, but they have certainly looked near flawless here in this first half, and now an extra point away from making it 21-0.
Yeah, and your experience led you to say that because we have both seen those 21-0 leads come and go in this league, but this one feels pretty darn secure. And here's the other part. Even when people chip away at it, it forces you into being almost perfect on the other side, doesn't it, in order to try and mount a comeback.
Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 21-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. The give right side for Gibbs. And he is finally brought down at the Ravens 20. 46 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. Add this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at first.
Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions. A 1-yard touchdown pass, and the Lions get a bit closer. Riley Patterson now for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he returns this to the 22. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Alex Anzalone gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
In motion, the tight end. There's Jackson on 3rd and long. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. He's got room past the 30. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle. But they allow the conversion. So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45. From the gun, it's Jackson. Targeting Dobbins again, and he's got it again. Room to maneuver at the 35. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there on second down. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. Now Jackson going to shift him around. Now Dobbins again on second down. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions' 23. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming. To throw is Jackson. They'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Caught on the slant. Touchdown! Rashad Bateman from 10 yards out as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Now this time he'll look to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And the Ravens are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Jackson. He'll dump this off complete to Dobbins. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On 2nd down, here's Jackson. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now they'll change things around before the snap. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And that is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. 4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement. And off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Able to hook up with Williams here on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds right at about the 10-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Off the play fake. Hooker. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now.
Some applause for the defense there. They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. He'll take it at the 42. This is one of the dangers of going for the punt block.
And you know, before you even call going for the block, it's a risk-reward play. So many factors come into it. They went after it, and you know punters, what they do? They leave their leg up in the air an extra count or two, hoping someone comes into contact.
Hey, check that, street. Seven Pirates.
A final shot before break. Hooker, and he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we're at halftime here in the Inner Harbor with the hometown Ravens on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando.
Both teams going back to their game plans, making their final halftime adjustments.
Report.
And for the call of the second half, we go back up to Baltimore and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive. But maybe cut into it a little bit, as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit.
And in for the Lions, touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown, 36 yards. And the Lions are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot, up 2 scores here in the third quarter. To the 22-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now Dobbins again on second down. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On third down, here's Dobbins. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 134 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Jackson going to change things up a bit. To throw is Jackson on first down. That is caught with Sean Bateman down the right sideline. He may go. A big play there on the catch and run. 66 yards.
And what a letdown after a huge play. He's going to pull this in and then set sail for the end zone. And he nearly made it too. But he's going to be tracked down just short of the goal line. So a big play there that's going to set him up with first and goal at the 1-yard line.
Jackson will keep it. And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
The sneak successful for the yard out. And the Ravens are able to extend their lead. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with the touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Escaping the pressure right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
Kudos for the defense from me on that one because they were prepared the whole way for him to try to escape and hit them for more yardage running it. I like the way they stayed zeroed in on it and kept him contained when he pulled the ball down. I think he was fortunate to get what he did on that run.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively, and you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on fourth down and 9. They'll try and throw for it here. He's got this complete to Williams. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. On first and 10, Hooker. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
Check it. Go.
Looking to throw. Hooker. Touchdown! Jamison Williams with his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game. And the Lions are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20.
But while the guys with the ball are having a whole lot of fun keeping it on the ground, the guys on the opposite side, they are having zero fun. They've been getting pushed around the entire game and haven't found an answer yet to slow down the running game.
Now Lamar changing the look. Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. And they're going to speed things up here.
A 2-yard loss brings up 3rd down and 12.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
With the kind of game he's had so far, he had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the 1st half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. An option handoff here to Dobbins. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. This is fielded at the 7. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return, and the Lions will take over. You don't see that too often, Charles. He punted that away and then hustled up to make the stop as well.
Yeah, because oftentimes they serve as their own safety after punting it. You want to be the last guy, but he decided to get involved in the action, didn't he? And what a spark that's got to provide for the rest of his team when they see their punter out there making a nice hit.
Adafe Owe so quick. And he gets to him there behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Looking to throw on second down. Hooker. He'll find his rookie tight end, Sam Laporta. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
A gain of 26 yards. First down, Lions.
Operating from the gun. Hooker. Trying to lay one up deep. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Jalen Armour-Davis just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Charles, not to point fingers, but how much of this goes on the shoulders of the offensive line? Well, look at the 6 sacks last week. That's the 4th in this game.
Definitely the bulk of it does go on the offensive line. That's what they're tasked with doing, keeping their quarterback upright and clean in the pocket. But I think they have to look at, okay, are we bringing in extra people? Is the ball out of the quarterback's hands quick enough? There are a few other factors they have to look at to try and help out. But you're exactly right. It starts with the O-line.
Throwing on first down. Hooker flush to his right. That is caught by Laporta. It's a gain of 35. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Looking left side, he's got it complete. And in for the Lions touchdown. Jamison Williams. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Lions have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Things sure were looking good for them at the half. Heck, off the air, you and I were just saying they might run away with this thing and cruise to a victory. Not anymore.
Yeah, the cruise control has to be off at this point. Now you've got to mash the gas yourself. Again, who's going to step up and make a big play for you? Who's going to take care of business now that you're being pressed? It is definitely go time for them at this moment.
All of a sudden clinging to a slim lead and hoping to hold on to that lead. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Now it's Jackson. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. 4th down, here's Jackson. Open man is Bateman, it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That's good for the Baltimore Ravens. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 44-yard line.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Now Lamar changing the play. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw.
And that'll be complete to Dobbins.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
2nd and 4 at the 37-yard line.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here.
Jackson to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete.
And he has the Ravens first down, and it would appear that that's going to be the one to do it.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. And they're knocking on the door now. There's a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Another run here with Dobbins.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
2nd and 1 from the 2. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof.